Yo, what is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. So, Kawhi Leonard, there's been a lot of talk in the community about this card, about is he worth grinding, is he not worth grinding. Now, he got a massive update in 2K today. A massive update in 2K today. And I'm going to be going over everything I see and really ultimately telling you guys, is Kawhi Leonard now worth it, worth the grind, or is he still not worth the grind? But before we dive into that, if you are new to my channel and have not yet, please smash that subscribe button, as we are now on the road to 50,000 subscribers. So when Kawhi first kind of got released, I was high on the card. I was like, okay, this card is good. Yes, he was missing a few things, but overall, he was a good card. He was a super solid card. Now, the thing that happened was we got T-Mac, we got Brown, we got a lot of these cards that was just like, okay, what is Kawhi to these cards? Like, he just wasn't really like that. And so then people started questioning the grind. Is the Kawhi grind worth it? And most people decided no, it wasn't. Okay, and I agree with that. Before the update, it wasn't really worth it. Now he's got 22 Hall of Fame badges and 34 gold badges. I haven't even looked at what badges they've applied to him. Once I saw they updated, I really just started recording this video and really I'm gonna dive into whether Kawhi's worth it or not. Okay, 6'7", 7'3" wingspan, 22 Hall of Famers, and 34 gold badges. So if you do the math, that is 56 total badges. Since he's an Opal, you're going to be able to apply 6. That is 62 badges, 62 total badges, I do believe. So stat-wise, I think he's the same. 94 3-ball, 90 driving dunk, 90 speed with ball, and 86 ball, and 94 speed, 98 lateral quickness. Now, as you guys can see, the biggest badge, there's a lot of big badges at its squad. Hall of Fame Showtime with Showtime dunks for a Kawhi Leonard card. That is absolutely massive, okay? And I don't want to overstate how big that is, but for current gen specifically, that is huge, okay? That is huge. The fact that they added Hall of Fame range and they upgraded his steady shooter to Hall of Fame is okay. Like, I don't want to say I'm glad they have steady shooter, but for next gen people, if you're on next gen, that definitely makes the card even better too, right? Because a lot of people, especially post 250K, are going to be playing on next gen, so that makes Kawhi's longevity even better. So they added Hall of Fame range, Hall of Fame Showtime, Hall of Fame steady shooter. So if you're looking at badges that he doesn't have in both the finishing and shooting kind of categories so far, what would you give him? Maybe Lob City finisher and corner specialist, maybe. I mean, those are the first two that come to mind, but you look at the shooting wise, he is very complete through and through. He doesn't really need much. Now, the one thing I will say about his steady shooter, if he does have sharpshooting takeover, which he might, looking at the card, he really might. If you get him takeover, that Hall of Fame steady shooter, you can really shoot anything. That's what I will say. Like, he's gonna be greening lightly contest pretty consistently, especially with his release. So you guys can see kind of so far what they've added: Hall of Fame Showtime, half range, and half steady shooter. Now, moving on to the playmaking badges. Okay, now here's the thing. Kawhi Leonard has the Pro 2 size up. Before we talk about release, anything like that, he has the Pro 2 size up. Now, what I will say is when you use cards with the Pro 2 size up, there's two things that I notice. One, I get plucked a lot. Two, I lose my stamina a lot. The good thing about this Kawhi Leonard, he has Hall of Fame handles for days, Hall of Fame unpluckable, and no, by the way, he already had Hall of Fame quick first step. The one badge I know he did not have is unpluckable. He did not have that badge, and that badge can't be applied on 2K, so that was kind of a deal breaker for me. But yes, now he does have Hall of Fame unpluckable, and so you throw that into the already incredible card, and now you're looking at a card and you're saying, oh my word, what did 2K really make here? So adding that unpluckable, obviously knowing he has handles for days and quick first step, kind of shows you that, yes, even at that shooting, look, before this, I was like, there's no way he can play my shooting guard position. Now I'm starting to think, guys, this Kawhi card at the shooting guard position is looking pretty dang good, okay? Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell him to be your primary ball handler, but boy, oh boy, he's got what it takes. And then, yeah, oh, by the way, let's look at defense, which he has Hall of Fame clamps, defensive leader, heart crusher, intimidator, lightning reflexes, off-ball pest, pick dodger, pickpocket, tireless defender, and trapper. So, if you're looking for an on-ball defender, Kawhi Leonard might be your guy. So yes, he does have 6 Hall of Fame badges. The badges out, or the 6 badge spots you can apply. You're probably looking at ankle breaker and then probably fully badging out defense. Now, I don't know if you can give him moving truck, but yes, worm, rim protector, maybe not brick wall, worm, rim protector, box, give him all those. Give him ankle breaker, maybe give him I don't know, Lob City passer, maybe corner specialist, and then a badge like Lob City finisher probably. So you look at what he has on next gen. Here's the thing, current gen 22 Hall of Famers. Look at next gen, 26 Hall of Fame badges, guys. That is absolutely ridiculous. Like, it's absolutely crazy to me how good this card is going to be on next gen. Again, I don't personally play on next gen yet, but I'll make that transition very, very, decently soon. And you look at what he doesn't have. Again, he has a ton of badges, and then once you fill up those badge spots, he is going to be just fine. So before this update, I would say Kawhi Leonard with his, I think it was 16 Hall of Fame badges, maybe 17, was absolutely not worth the grind. Now with 22 on current gen, 26 on next gen, just badge wise, and the badges he got, just absolutely ridiculous. Another part of this game that I don't talk about enough are defensive tendencies. Look at these tendos on Kawhi Leonard. 100 pass interception, 100 on-ball steal, 100 contest shot. It was a 98 block shot tendency, 95 driving dunk tendency. 6-wise, yes, he has the Ray Allen base. I don't care what his upper is. It's smooth on quick release timing. So you take all of this into consideration. I don't know. As long as this Kawhi Leonard dribble style doesn't ruin the card, he is going to be very, very elite. We saw what dribble styles have kind of been like with the Magic Johnson and Jason Kidd. So I just pray Kawhi Leonard's dribble style isn't like that. Now, maybe I'll go in with his diamond and make sure it's not like that. But that's just something that concerns me a little bit. But yes, Pro 5 moving behind the back, we know what that is going to do. Pro 2 sides up escapes, that is going to be very incredible. So here's what I will say. If this Kawhi Leonard was released today, he would be the best card in the game. He would, okay? There's just no doubt about it. He is the best card we have seen so far. Now, what does that mean for the Kawhi Leonard grind? Now, is he worth it for the majority of people? And here's what I will say. You look at this Kawhi Leonard on next gen, because next gen is where most people are going to play here in a month. How am I supposed to tell you that he's not worth the grind with what he's got? This Kawhi Leonard card can honestly play for you until endgame. Like, he's not a GOAT card. I'm not going to say he's a GOAT card, but look at what he's got. What more could you possibly want on a card than he does have? Playmaking, defensive, shooting, finishing, he's got it all. So that's the thing for me about Kawhi Leonard. You look at the tendencies, I mean, he's got what he needs. Like, he truly does have what he needs. If you look at the inside scoring, the defensive scoring, he definitely does have exactly what it takes. So that's the only thing for me. If you look at everything, he is very, very complete. And so that's the thing. If you can have a complete player, can dribble, can handle the ball, can shoot, be knocked down, and be one of the top defenders in the game, in my opinion, it's tough for me to sit here and tell you guys that he's not worth the grind. If we're looking for a player that we've gotten as far as longevity wise is concerned, Steph Curry was number 1, Kawhi Leonard's number 2. Steph Curry, when you got him, he was the best point guard in the game for what, a couple months at least. And so Kawhi Leonard, I feel like, is going to be that same kind of player. Now, I don't expect him to be the best card in the game for 2 months, but I expect him to be on the best teams in the game for at least a couple of months, just because he is Kawhi Leonard, man. He's Kawhi Leonard, and you guys know how truly valuable he is to really any team, right? Any team, he is going to be very, very valuable. And just think of it like this, guys. The thing I'm going to leave you with is this. If you play 2K20, think of the All-Star Kawhi Leonard. I think I memorized the badges. He had 34 on gold, 16 on Hall of Fame. I think that's right for the Kawhi we had last year. When we got him, I think it was February. I think we got him in February. People were using him, in May, June, July. Now, the thing is, yes, those were limited tournaments where you could only run a certain amount of opals, a certain amount of pink diamonds. But that Kawhi Leonard was really like that. He was Mr. Consistent for basically everybody. And so think about this Kawhi Leonard like that. Yes, he isn't going to be a grind. XP is always very tough to grind. But I think if there's one grind that I think you guys might want to make worth it, it might be this Kawhi Leonard. And that is what I'm going to leave you with today. Kawhi has always been one of my personal favorite cards in the game. And that is why I would encourage you guys to take that step and start grinding some XP, because the Claw is really the man with the plan. We'll get more information on who we get on Friday. Now, if we get, let's say, a Galaxy Opal KD with 30 Hall of Fame badges, then you might want to adjust your thinking. But for me personally, Kawhi Leonard is something that I'm willing to grind for, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Drop your comments down below. Are you grinding for Kawhi Leonard now or not? Let me know that down below in the comments. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys and have a blessed day.